Hello dear students, this is Introduction to Office Management course tutorial. In this tutorial, I am going to discuss office accommodation, its meaning and importance. The learning objectives are to learn the meaning of office accommodation and to know the importance of suitable accommodation. Office accommodation refers to the physical setup or arrangement of the office, which includes setting up the office premise in a suitable location, installing the facilities or office system, and designing the office layout. Thus, office accommodation, it includes mainly the three aspects, that is setting up the office premise. So premise means the building. Now in virtual, nowadays virtual offices are also there, but in virtual offices this physical setup, this matter will not arise, because virtual offices is that the employees, they will work from home or they will work from some other places. They will not sit together in a particular place or work like in traditional or in physical setup office. So this setting up the office premise, this aspect will arise in case of those offices which has physical establishment. So office premise or building, this is one aspect. And this setting up the premise in a suitable location. So suitable, that is again, this is relative to the office, whether the office is of a industrial organization, the office is of a service based organization, or the office is of a non-commercial organization. So depending on that factor, the suitability will count. Then installing the facilities or office system, this is another aspect of office accommodation. You know that various facilities are required in office for performing the work, or office system is required. Now what is office system? So office systems, there is a network, and in this network there are various things like office processes, then various machines and tools are there. Then facilities need to be provided like telecommunication facilities, then various physical facilities like canteens, then water, drinking water facilities. So this is another aspect related to office accommodation. And the third aspect is designing the office layout. So office layout, that is related to the designing the space or how to utilize the space, that need to be properly planned. And after that, arrangement need to be done relating to the physical objects. So where to keep the furniture, how should be the room structure, or how to keep the interior designing. These things are included in office accommodation. Office accommodation is about creating a conducive working environment for office work by providing all the physical facilities and amenities such as proper location, a spacious office building, well-functioning office equipments, appliances and tools, office supplies, furniture and furnishing, proper ventilation and lighting, safety measures, etc. So all these are included in office accommodation. So as I already told you, physical facilities and amenities, various types are required. Physical facilities and amenities like restrooms are provided to the employees. Then canteen facilities are there. Drinking water facilities are there. First aid boxes are there. Then spacious office building. There should be sufficient space so that employees can move in a proper manner, and say friction do not arise among them. Then well-functioning office equipments. You are familiar with various office equipments like and tools like calculators, computers, desktop, laptop, then photocopier machine, fax machine, telephone, then paper cutter. So these are the various tools and appliances you will often see in office. Then office supplies like papers, pencils, erasers, sharpeners, scale, paperweights. So these are the various office supplies. Furniture and furnishing, then proper ventilation and lighting, safety measures like keeping fire extinguisher, and then some other things like spitons are there, then dustbins are there in the proper place. So all these are included in office accommodation. So it is about creating a conducive working environment. So conducive working environment means a healthy and hygienic environment and functionally right for the organization where employees can give their performance in a proper manner. Now let's see the importance of suitable accommodation. Now again I am telling you, so what is suitable, that will be again relative to the type of organization for which the office is functioning. A proper location, proper premise, and properly designed layout are most important for successful working of any office. Providing a suitable accommodation is very important as it helps in various matters. Let's see. Increase efficiency. Office accommodation is a factor which influences the efficiency of office staff. When employees get all the requisite space, furniture, equipment, office supplies in the time of work, they can perform their work efficiently. So what is efficiency, or what do you mean by efficiently? It means that they can do the work in a right manner, so their performance rate increase. Now proper accommodation, it also lead to a smooth functioning of the organization. This is indispensable for uninterrupted flow of work and smooth functioning of office. Now, as you know, office, that is the nerve center, or that is the brain of the whole organization. All other functional departments keep on their working, but if the office stop to work, then the coordination of the other department that will be affected, and as a result the functions of other departments will be also affected in the organization, and as a whole the organization will be affected. And therefore providing a proper accommodation is very important for the whole organization. Now, office accommodation, this is also important because proper office accommodation, this can reduce cost. At this time of high cost of space, high cost of capital, a proper office accommodation aims at optimizing the use of space and minimizing the cost associated with accommodation. So what is optimum utilization of space? Optimum utilization of space is that the space should be that much sufficient that the employee needed, or the furniture or the facilities required for the organization. Now no space in the organization should keep idle, and proper objects should be placed at the right place or at the right space, then only the space will be utilized optimally, and this will also minimize the cost associated with accommodation. Thus the organization can utilize its capital in some other important work. Office accommodation, it also has the capacity to reduce work related stress if it is provided properly. Better accommodation may be a contributing factor for reducing work related stress and hazards. So you can simply assume that in an organization or in an office, suppose the employees have to work in low lighting and low ventilation. Just assume their conditions. There may be suffocation, and the environment will be very unhygienic because of low air circulation, and the possibility of hazards or the possibility of accidents also increase. A hygienic office space, ergonomically designed workspace, is required for retaining the physical and mental health of employees. Now you need to understand here ergonomics. So ergonomics, this is a study, or this is a study where it emphasizes application of some psychological as well as physiological principles in engineering and designing the products, processes or systems. Now say the chair that is used by the employees, the chairs that should be suitable for sitting work for the employees. Now all chairs, say a sofa kind of chair that is not suitable for office work because that is just for lazy or that is for comfy purpose. So the chair should be the back should be a straight one so that the employees they do not face the problem of back ache. So this type of things also need to be applied while planning or while designing the office accommodation. Then proper office accommodation, it promote good image of the organization. A business like office setup and appearance is very important for attracting visitors to the organization and promote goodwill of the organization in the minds of public. Proper accommodation promotes safety and it can avoid accidents in the organization. An accommodation with all the preventive measures for any kind of disaster or accidents can promote safety of the organization and its employees. So I already talked about keeping the facility of fire extinguisher. Now say someday fire broke out, so in those time that fire extinguisher may come very handy. Then say the floor of the organization or floor of the office is grease somewhere and it becomes slippery, then it may also create some types of accident, and those should be avoided. And those how those can be avoided if the proper accommodation is provided, proper preventive measures are kept, proper safety measures are kept in the organization, and there is if there is proper principles or rules or code of conduct in the organization, so all those can accelerate or all those can improve office accommodation. To summarize, an organization with a proper office accommodation can accelerate the office activities and achieve the objective, reducing the hassles which the employee may have faced in the absence of it. Now, the presence of proper office accommodation, it may not be felt by the employees, but in the absence of it, the employees may face various problems. And there, the importance of office accommodation, a proper office accommodation can be also understood by the employees and other stakeholders of the organization. So with this, I'm concluding this tutorial. These are the sources from where I have collected the information that I have presented in the slides. Thank you.